right, good news, crime is down in most major cities, but in 2010 alone, did you know more than 1 million violent crimes, including aggravated assault and property crime, were reported to the police?
And when it comes to safety, many women are now choosing to take matters into their own hands and pack more than just the kids' lunch.
You guys are going to be working together as a team for the next hour?
For many of these women, it's their first day of school with a twist. Former Special Agent Tina Wilson has made her mission to teach women about safety.
You just push it down, pop it open. At any time or any place, violence can happen to us.
She founded She Can Shoot, a 4-hour firearms course that costs $55. Women walk away with a certificate of completion and knowledge of how to safely shoot.
Because it takes away that intimidating factor of going into an all-male only or all-male dominated environment.
According to national sales data, at least 17 million women own firearms in the United States. The reason, Wilson says women today like the challenge.
Frankly, women are tired of feeling very vulnerable.
It's a 12-gauge Beretta.
Shelley Good Cook is one of them.
And if I am put in a situation where I need to use it, I don't want to think about anything but having to pull the trigger.
While violent crime has fallen for the past 4 years, NRA certified instructor Millicent Hunter says it's not just about self-defense.
It's just a feeling of empowerment.
Once inside the range, the women are put to the test.
Let me go ahead and I'll show you how this range works.
It takes a while to warm up.
How you doing, Shelley? Got a kick.
But in no time, the only one that needs help is the target itself.
Pretty dead.
It's Julia Romsky's first time holding a gun, and she's walking away with a prize.
The shells would kick back at you.
While owning a gun might make you feel powerful,
More times than not, if you use common sense, you won't have to go ahead and actually pull that trigger.
but if they do, they now know how. And 5 years ago, the National Rifle Association offered just 13 firearms training classes for women. Today, there are more than 200 nationwide. Now, here's another interesting fact. While some people still associate guns with men, a woman actually designed and invented the bulletproof vest.
Really?
Not surprising.
How about that?
Yeah.
So here's a question for you. How do you feel about women arming themselves for protection? We, of course, took that question to Facebook, and we got quite a few responses. As a matter of fact, we got this one from Casey. Casey said, I think it's a great idea. I think if a woman is going to arm herself, then she should definitely take the time to learn everything they can about safety and use.
And this next one is from Julie. Knowing how to shoot is a good thing, and I think that's key. You got to know what you're doing. If you're going to have a gun, please know what you're doing.
Right. John wrote in, and John said, I think it's fantastic. Of course, one should always try not to be a victim in the first place, but if the need arises, it's good to have the ability to protect yourself.
Right. So it's not just about packing heat.
Right.
And this whole segment is not just about whether or not you have a gun.
Right.
It's, do you know how to use it? Because, you know, I grew up with guns, you know, my family.
Isn't that ironic? I did not.
And you did not.
Yeah.
But we grew up knowing how to use it. We grew up having respect for guns, knowing they were dangerous, they're not toys, and, you know.
Knowing safety.
Safety is key.
It's important to know.
Absolutely.
Well, up next on Delmarva Live, from Sussex County into the seat of a race car. We're going to talk with NASCAR driver and Seaford native, CJ Faison.
Yeah, see how he's getting ready for this weekend's big race in Dover. Delmarva Live, life at its best here on Delmarva.